What is a successful life for you? Well, we all have our own definitions for success. But in this episode, we're going to talk about 10 golden rules for a successful life. Let's go. Here are 10 golden rules that you can follow, and you might want to add to this. So leave a comment in the comment section down below if you want to add a few more golden rules to this. Here's 10. Number 1, family comes first, bar none. Never forget who was by your side from the start when you were struggling and when you're successful. Never forget those who checked on you when you weren't doing so well, because they are the ones who are worth it. That is family. Make time for your family, your true friends, your partner, and if you have kids, your children. Family first, work comes second. So that's number 1. Number 2, learn how to invest in yourself, or just invest in yourself. Never lose your childlike curiosity. Here's why. You want to be a lifelong learner by number 1, which is my important thing that I always talk about, which is reading books. Number 2, invest in taking online courses, whether it be free or something that you have to pay for. Number 3, learn from having your own mentors. Again, like what I said before, having a mentor is a cheat code. And number 4, learn how to experience new things. You know the cliche, do something new every day that scares you. I know it's really cliche, but it's true. The highest ROI comes from investing in yourself. I spend a lot of money in courses, in buying books for myself, and if I can't afford it, I'll buy the soft copy or the Kindle version of the book. And I'll spend money just to, attend online seminars if I could. And at the same time, spend my important time listening to my own mentors as well. That's number 2, invest in yourself. If you feel like you have mastered one thing already, go on to the next, which is directly connected to it, which you feel like supports your key mastery skill. Key mastery skill connects to one and another skill, and that skill connects to another skill, and so on and so forth. But you have your core skill, or probably if you see it as a tree, that's your roots. The deeper the roots, the stronger the foundation will be for you. Start off with your 2%. Where you're good at, and go on from there. Number 3, stop comparing yourself to others. Here's why. One of my favorite quotes by Theodore Roosevelt is, comparison is the thief of joy. And you want to focus primarily on your purpose. What's your purpose? Like finding what's your why. And number 2, your experiences. And next one is owning up to your feelings and turning your attention inward, not outward. The only competition is staring back at you in front of the mirror. When you look at the mirror, there's only one competition, and that's yourself. No one else. You have no reason to look at someone else to see how you're doing. It doesn't matter. Your only competition is yourself. Never ever compare yourself to others. That's number 3. Number 4, do not live someone else's life. It's a tragedy if you live someone else's life. Be yourself, because everyone else is already taken. You've heard that before as well. It doesn't matter what others think about you. Follow your heart and follow your intuition, because most likely your heart and intuition is always correct. Stop listening to the opinions of others and listen to that inner voice inside you that says, go do it or don't do it. That's it. So that's number 4. And number 5, accept your past and move on from it. Oh, that was hard to say. Stop getting stuck in your past and learn from your past to make a better future for yourself. You owe it to your future self by taking care of your present self. The present is the only place you should be focused at right now. And you want to focus it on your actions, on your own life, and the love that you have for yourself. That's the most important thing. Here's a reminder for you. We're all going to die. Life is short, so don't waste it. If you only knew how short of a life you have here on earth, you wouldn't be wasting your time on things that don't need your attention. So that's number 5. And by the way, if you're enjoying this episode right now, a subscribe to the channel would be golden. Number 6, respect yourself. And people tend to forget about respecting themselves. I made a post recently about, this trend that goes on that I'm sad, send money or send whatever. And I call that trend out because it's a horrible trend. Not all trends are things that we should be following. And if you're sad, do not degrade yourself. Please respect yourself and your dignity, because it's not worth it in exchange for money or any material thing. People learn how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. And if you treat yourself very low and very poorly because you are sad, then you are setting yourself up for future failure. Don't ever beg for money or things from other people. If you want it, come work for it and work hard for it yourself. Find a way how to get it. Never ask people for something that you don't deserve. How do you respect yourself? Number one, you respect yourself by taking action, not just by saying. People respect you more for taking action instead of just saying what you're going to do. And number two, accept yourself. Accept your flaws, because if you don't accept your flaws, no person will. And number three, learn how to cut out negative people in your life, because the moment you tolerate people who are negative in your life, that's what you'll take in. If you're able to take in bullshit from other people, then most likely people are just gonna come at you with more bullshit. You are in control of how you will be treated, never others. Don't ever tell me that you're a victim of your environment. Like, oh, it's easy for you to say because you're not living with someone who's a negative person. You can always limit your time with those negative people, whether it be your partner, your parents, your friends, or whoever. You can limit those times with them. There's always a choice. Never tell yourself that you don't have a choice. So that's number 6. Respect yourself. Moving on to number 7, which is eliminate negativity and accept more positivity towards yourself. Here's why. So you want to filter out negativity to prevent any negative thoughts. I have a thing that I want to start off my day with positive things, and that's why I meditate first and foremost. It's one of the key important things that I start off my day is by doing at least, 5 to 10 minute meditations or just focusing on my breath. Why? Because if the first thing you focus on is opening the TV and checking out the news, or you check your phone and you find out, something negative that happened in your work or out there in the news, then you're starting your day off by feeling negative towards yourself and your entire life. So it throws you off. I don't like getting negative news early in the morning. It's because it just throws me off my entire day. And it takes a while for me to get back on the positivity track if I start off with that. I always tell my wife, if it's negative, think about it first and don't tell it to me until it's 12 noon. Because most likely, if it's a negative thing, we can deal about it later on. Or, if it requires immediate attention, then yes, let's do that. But if it doesn't require immediate attention, don't tell me about anything negative. Let's try to avoid anything negative. Cut out the noise by removing things that waste your time. I've talked about why I don't watch the news. And remove negative news from yourself. My friends and my loved ones, they act as my filter. So they're the ones telling me the news, not me telling them what's the news. And by that, you also remove negative people. Because if the people who tell you are all just negative news, then you might want to cut them off from your life as well. You are what you consume. If you consume so much negativity online and in the news and whatsoever, then most likely you will be negative, both mentally and physically. So that's number 7. Eliminate negativity as much as you can. Number 8, moderate your inner dialogue. What does that mean? When you say the things like, I am healthy, I am a leader, I'm successful, I'm an investor, I'm smart, I am a pre-millionaire, you are changing your mindset and how you see things. Even if you're not all of those yet, you're setting your mind that you are going to be one in the future. Starts with your mind. I always say success starts with your mind, not with your actions. When you change your mindset, you are absolutely changing your entire life in an instant. The moment I learned about that, it changed my life for good. So that's number 8. Moderate your inner dialogue. Number 9, it's very special for me because it's how to be grateful for what you have instead of asking or wishing for something that you don't have yet. Because if you wish for something that you don't have yet, you feel, 1, not wealthy and not deserving. And you tend to forget what you already have. When you pray that you wish you have a nicer car or a bigger house, you forget that you already have a roof on your head and you have a means of transportation on your own. Be grateful for what you have. There's a quote by Helen Keller that says, I cried because I had no shoes until... There's a quote by Helen Keller and she says this, I cried because I had no shoes till I met a man who had no feet. And that hit me. You want to be thankful for a lot of things. Number 1, your life. Number 2, that you have a home. Number 3, that you have a family that loves you. Number 4, that you have good health. Take care of those and be thankful for what you have. Imagine being grateful for what you have now and you receive something that you wish you had. How much happier you could be, regardless of receiving it or not, because you already are happy in your current disposition. So be thankful for what you have, no matter how small it may be. So that's number 9. Be grateful for what you have. And lastly, number 10, surround yourself with winners. This is what it stands for. Like, my thumbnail, it's a It's a W. Wealth and winners. You are a product of your current environment, what you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with people who are kind, honest, positive, energetic, supportive, motivational, inspirational, right? I mean, if you want to add more, leave a comment in the comment section down below. But choose your friends sparingly and wisely. Friends are all about quality, not about quantity. I don't care if you have 1,000 friends. Take one good friend over 1,000 friends. Any day. Any single day. Learn how to surround yourself with winners. If you surround yourself with 6 losers, you're going to become the 7th loser. Surround yourself with 6 winners, you're going to be most likely the average of those 6 winners. So that's number 10. Surround yourself with winners. That's all I have for you today. If you found value in today's episode, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I'll see you again on the next episode. Peace!